when they play a poor start of mid game. So let's see here. Turtle Rocks, our second map out of this best of three. Focus versus 120 spawning cross position. Very nice. What is it gonna be? Sadly, not see any farce here anymore from orc players. The one-man army is just too strong. But on a cross position like this, it could be okay. I don't know. Maybe I'm saying it could be okay because I don't know all the fucking meta for what can happen on this map in particular. But I have a feeling Ghost Wolves can wreck Fiends pretty hard before the destroyers come and absorb them. You can just chain lightning and etc. Shockwave do a lot of damage, like area of effect damage. But I think Blade Master is just so sneaky. Windwalker is such a good spell. Let's see here. Altar is gonna get completed. It's gonna be a Death Knight, obviously. And no Acolyte to scout. So rather quicker Fiends now than Fate was playing just the game before. As the Blade Master already on its way outside into the world, hacking and slashing his way maybe to level 6. Who knows? Cross position could be a long game. Are we gonna see a Bladestorm here? Nice positioning of the Blade Master so the ogres cannot hit him. Only the blue ogre is hitting him together with those two trolls which are bloodlusted, but this is actually tankable for the Blade Master as he's gonna get the vision of the left of this actually natural shop of him very easily. Losing a lot of hit points, but for the early game, I mean it's solvable with a healing salve. You just don't gotta get not get harassed by the Death Knight maybe. But for cross position he can do that easy. And as well he's gonna have a very nice late game, since you cannot destroy this vision. The Death Knight as well as creeping picks up a claw of attack +6. Demon Hunter as well. Already +11 damage on that Blade Master, I'm sorry. Very strong unit. That early in the game. Selling a Mantle of Intelligence now, which does not give him too much. And the Death Knight here is actually scared of the Blade Master having to dust the creep, so he is safe and can finish off the creep without the Blade Master playing an assassin and taking the experience and maybe even the item of that decay. I see he's just harassing now, preventing the undead to creep while he's hacking down on this Crypt Fiend. Just gonna save himself. Stall a bit. Regen on this unholy ground, and he is ready to go again as the undead now approaches the orc, who has only 2 grunts to defend himself. Those 2 grunts can actually be enough to down 3 Crypt Fiends, but those players' micro is so insane. The kites are happening all the time and the grunts are on the losing side of all the trades, especially with an unholy aura like this. Meanwhile, more skeletons just roaming around the map. The Blade Master hacking into that Death Knight, actually doing fair amount of damage, getting him very low. He cannot show himself as the front of his army anymore for at least the next minute for sure, as the Fiends just DPS the Blade Master, of course, while he's running away. Running to his grunts, which are already creeping out without him. Pretty easily though, this green camp. No effort at all. And the Death Knight now going for the level 7 turtle, but the Blade Master actually steals the level 4 turtle and chases the Death Knight now. That was his game plan all the time, getting the Death Knight so low that he cannot be present in the map anymore and has to retreat from creeping. That's the only good thing the orc can do against the undead like this. Alright, as we see the healing salve now, healing up this Blade Master. He has to dodge all the skeletons, of course, not interrupting the healing. The Death Knight still sitting on level 2, uses his charge, getting scouted by the BM. Not much can happen at the moment from the side of the undead, but just wait and regen those hit points. He desperately needs to be able to show some presence at the map, while the Blade Master is almost level 3. The threat from sides of the orc is increasing as the Blade Master hits level 3 and is gonna get perhaps the Windwalk on level 2, giving him much more mobility and utility by having a longer duration on the Windwalk. As he creeps out the second vision ogre here on this map, which is also the last one, providing him super good vision here for the late game. The orc easily taking up this camp. Is he gonna get surrounded now? No, he can just Windwalk out of his. Feeling pretty confident and safe. As the undead is trying to sneakily get another creep, and the orc just couldn't get this level 4 turtle, but maybe getting the level 7 turtle. He has to check if the undead has any dust now, because there is a lich as well. He can just nuke the Blade Master if he's not cautious enough. Let's see, yep, he spots him, and he death coils the turtle though. Blade Master gets away with the item steal, does not get experience, but 200 gold from that wand of mana stealing. If he decides to sell it, I mean, he can use it as well against the death coil, against the decay, just to prevent more death coils. Meanwhile, the Shadow Hunter here already at level 2, creeping, getting now a mantle of intelligence plus 6. Very strong item for the Shadow Hunter, as he can cast more healing waves to support his army, as the Blade Master is stealing off the second level 4 turtle of the undead's creep here. Undead cannot really walk too far outside of his base, since the orc is too big of a threat at the moment, controlling the map very hard with those 2 wards especially. Forced to retreat once again, just regenerate, build up his supply until he is ready, and there is a statue somewhat out of position as it gets peeled now from the Lich King, and the Blade Master has to Windwalk away with his last Windwalk for now, since he's down to 40 mana only, and the skeleton still from the undead providing nice vision here as he built up a decent size of an army, ready to face the orc, which already has raiders and a spirit link at hand. Maybe the raiders too early though for my feel, maybe they're not upgraded with ensnared. We will see as both armies are getting closer to each other now. Maybe they're gonna clash. No, I don't think the orc wants to fight now. He wants to get that advantage a little bit more, maybe get Shadow Hunter at level 3 and then strike. As longer he waits, the more he waits, so the undead's army is growing and growing stronger as well. As he can steal here. Could he steal it? Yep, he stole the level 7 turtle here, but almost pays with his life for it. Can get away though with help of using an Invu potion. I think it was worth it stealing that 7. Although his presence will be not too much for the next minute, as he has to heal up as well. But here the healing wave is providing a very strong heal already for the Blade Master. making him ready to fight once again. Pretty quick here, as the orc now is maybe trying to creep check, but he comes too late. The Lich already with an Orb of Corruption. Tire 340 undead already. Destroyers may be coming in any second. The longer the undead he can delay this, and there we see the first destroyer already. The more destroyers it's gonna get, the harder it's gonna be for the orc to play this game out. Let's see. A little bit of poke here. Not much of an engage though, as this raider may be trying to get a nice snare of an air unit, but no, there is already the Coil Nova on this Spirit Walker as he almost goes down. Blade Master uses Dust of Appearance for a Burrowed Fiend. Is also already very low on HP, as one Fiend is going down and one Crown seems very low. This Spirit Link is doing very nice work here, in combination synergizing with the healing wave. All the orc units are looking rather good, as the undead has to disposition himself. He has to rely on his air units now, as the orc killed another fiend, and the last fiend burrowed itself, as the Lich King now used a invo push just to stay alive here. The destroyers are getting torn apart as more griffins are entering the battle. It does look okay for both sides of the army, to be honest. This Kodofin, I don't know if it could manage to eat something. The Lich King though goes down, and the third hero for the undead, the Dark Ranger, gets away, leading the front of the remaining undead's army, which is nothing, pretty much nothing anymore but Death Knight, a skeleton, and the Dark Ranger getting away with level 2. The orc did a pretty solid effort here, destroying the undead's army. I mean, a better outcome, I don't know if he could get a better outcome, but saving maybe some more units inside his base. But the ones he microed away with a lot of, with very less HP, were the ones that gave him the kill eventually on the other hand, so that the fiends had to chase him down, and so he dies. But as we see here, after the disengage, the orc now creeping the red spot, Blade Master becoming very strong. The undead is taking care of a orange spot. What item is it gonna be? Medallion of Courage, going to the Shadow Hunter, as it gives, I think, +4 intelligence as well, and a bit of HP, providing more sustain against this wombo combo of Coil Nova. And the Death Knight just coils this destroyer right before he's using his teleport, but it was not enough. The damage of the orc too insane already. That Orb of Lightning on top of the Blade Master is hacking into those destroyers very hard. Let's see, after he lost this destroyer, what the undead can really do now, because the orc can pretty much snowball off of a situation like this. Almost reaching level 5 can pretty much tear apart all those Crypt Fiends by himself. Let's see, as the undead army now engages the red creep. Is the orc aware of this? I don't think so. Killing one more statue, this is huge for the orc player, as he picks up an alchemist. Wow, he must be very confident in destroying the undead right here, as he gets a net on off a fiend. This one is definitely gonna go down. This one as well, getting frost armored. Big damage burst on the Blade Master, but it does not matter too much, as one fiend is going down, the second one is going down. That death coil burst on the Blade Master prevents the heal on the Griffins now, as the Lich King is being chased down by the Blade Master, hacking and critting into him. But the Death Knight is being helped, not being able to death coil his Lich. This should be the GG right here. Let's see what the micro cannot do much here, as the undead gets shreked by the orc player.